Hello, people. It is Carson here today, and I wanted to talk about something that I wanted to address that I felt like addressing in the first place, but I didn't. I just never did. And I think this is something that all my fans, my subscribers, should be aware of, except for I think one of them being Andrew, um, because me and him are both on Google Hangouts, and we talk to each other on Google Hangouts. We don't talk on Google Hangouts that much. Andrew and I, we go to the same school, and we're both friends. Um, so what I'm trying to bring up is if you want to privately message with me, or include me in a private messaging group in Google Hangouts, I'm sorry, but you can't do that because I've had trust issues. Well, A, I have trust issues with people because I don't believe whether they're being genuine or not. My dad, and B, because my parents, if they found out that I was direct messaging with someone that I don't know, they would instantly take away my Google Hangouts account and possibly even YouTube because they're both linked to each other. So I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to risk getting YouTube taken down because everything I've worked for is gonna be worth it, and I don't want this to go to an end. And mainly my father, he's more concerned about, well, both my parents are concerned, but I think my father has the more concern because he watches a lot of crime shows at night, and he watches Dr. Phil and stuff like that. So for those of you who want to message me on Google Hangouts, I mean, I have nothing against you. I really don't. I'm not doing this because I don't like you. I'm only doing this because of, just abiding by the rules by my parents, just abiding by the rules of my parents. So, and I've learned to treat my parents with respect and dignity. And, and as much as I really like interacting with my fans, my subscribers, personally, I can't do that. And I know it's very hard for me to say that, but I can't. I literally won't do it because my dad, he told me about a case that happened in 2015, 2016, somewhere around that time range. It was about a woman named Michelle Wilkins, and I will warn you, the story is really graphic. Now, what happened was Michelle Wilkins was looking for baby clothes. She was about 9 months pregnant, and then she met up with a woman named Dinell Lane, and then when they met up at Dinell's house, Dinell then attacked her and then basically took a knife and proceeded to cut the unborn baby out of her body and basically claimed the baby as her own, basically performing an illegal C-section. The baby ended up dying, but Michelle Wilkins ended up surviving, and I'm like, oh my god, like, cases like this are what ruin internet relationships, internet interaction, which is why I don't go on Google Hangouts, is because I don't know what you're going to actually do to me. I don't know, like, what pictures you're going to send or anything like that. I mean, I'd love to see the content that you create, which I do, but I can't private chat with you because it's for my safety, and I have to give my parents credit for keeping me protected, and I know my parents are doing whatever they can to protect me right now. But I will say that, I believe some of you are genuine people, but I don't, but I have a lot of trust issues. I used to be on Instagram, and then there was this one guy who would always direct message me, and I followed him, so, and I won't say his name, but he would make art of my German Shepherd, and I really, really loved it. It was beautiful. I wish I could see him again. I wish I could be on Instagram again. Maybe when I'm older, but but basically, my mother mainly, she found out, and she found out that the guy, he was not a sex offender or anything, but my mother did not approve, and she was like, okay, this guy, you cannot be messaging with him. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I will get him off my DMs. And then, like, some other things transpired after that. And then that ended up leading to my downfall on Instagram, and now I'm no longer on Instagram. I wish I could go back on Instagram, but if my mom finds out, she would just take it away from me again and, get rid of my social media for good. And, I wish I could go back on Instagram, and I wish I could direct message you guys on Google Hangouts, but I can't. I just can't. And I'm sorry that if some of you get offended, but that's just how things had to be. I mean, now, this ban is not permanent. This whole Google Hangouts ban is not permanent. This is qualified off of several things. It's, either A, I have to have met you personally, but that is highly frowned upon, so I don't know if that even qualifies as a qualifier for, for having you guys direct message me. Let's see. B, you have to be a family member. I don't have any family members, but I do know one family member who's subscribed to me. I meet her occasionally. And C, I think, trying to think of what C is. I know I have a list. It's like a lot. And C, obviously I said this earlier in the video, you have to be a genuine person, because I don't know the authenticity of what the cause is. I don't know what else, like, this person could offer. Now, I have nothing against, like I said before, I have nothing against you guys, and I'd love to interact with you, but I can't. And now, I can only direct message you now, what is going to stop this is one of a few things. A, when my parents say so, which is least likely the case. It is least likely the case because my parents, they don't trust they don't trust anyone on the internet unless if it's a family member. And B, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought again. Or B, I had to have met the person in person. And C, and I finally figured out what C is just now actually, is when I get up, start paying for my own phone and moving out of the house so I don't have to deal with their rules. Okay, so, and this is not short. It's gonna take several years for it to happen. But as much as I'd love to, and like I've reiterated before, I'd love to chat with you guys and see how your lives are, because I see a lot of my subscribers are great people, and especially the people that I've interacted with on YouTube, I see them as people with great potential, but at the end of the day, I can't chat with you because like I said, I don't know you from a can of paint, and I don't know what your intentions are, and that's just how things are, and this is how it is, like, that's how it's like for me to live under my parents' roof. But anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. Let's go ahead and, just talk about it in the comments below. And if you guys, and one more thing, excuse me, if you want to include me in, if you're going to include me in, like, a conversation, in, like, a Google Hangouts chat, I will instantly leave, because if my parents find out, like I said, they're going to take my YouTube and my Google Hangouts. I don't know which one they'll take away, but I make that clear to everyone that that I can't message you. I can't message with any of you unless I've met you, or anything like that, or if you're associated with my family. So anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Let's if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know, and yeah, so let's go ahead and comment, let's just get the discussion going, and I hope you guys understand that I don't have any ill intent when I do this, but I have to speak out on this. I have to talk about it because it's something I have to address, and it's something I've gone through personally. So anyways, take care, guys.